Hi guys, Mark here. Well, we're here up in Leicestershire today and we're trying out the range of Zero electric motorcycles. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on them. So hey everybody, Mark here. We got the Zero DS now to have a look round. So let's just have a walk round, talk about all the specifications. Apologies for the wind, it's picked up a bit. So this is A1 license compatible, so it's 11 kilowatts or 15 horsepower. But to be fair, you probably wouldn't buy this if you were a newcomer to biking. You know, it's very expensive. You probably buy it as an all-round sort of commuter, city bike, going to work, commuting, that sort of thing really. So these are coming in at £14,190 and you can take off £1,500 for your government grant. So very tall seat on this, 843 millimeters. Have a look at me on the bike. I'm 5'7" and I'm a bit sort of tiptoes on it. I have a 30-inch inside leg. Got a whopping 109 Newton meters of torque on this bike. Probably equivalent to something like a sort of 750 sports bike. Very, very impressive electric motor, direct drive. You can charge it up from there, from your household socket. But this one's being fitted with the optional charge point, which allows you to charge it at sort of petrol stations, supermarkets, that sort of thing. 187 kilograms wet weight, so sort of moderate weight on these. So this is sort of like semi-off-road tyres on this for a bit of light green laning, trail riding. 100 section on the front and a 130 section on the rear. 19-inch front wheel and 17-inch on the rear. Pirelli MT60 tyres. Brakes courtesy of J. Juan, which is a Spanish manufacturer. Upside down adjustable Showa forks. So these are quoting 160 mile range in the city, 80 miles on the motorway range, 86 miles an hour top speed. So the standard charge with this point here is 9 hours or overnight, and then it goes down to 3 hours with the accessory charger with a higher rate of charge. Costs around £2 to charge one of these up, so you can see the cost saving as opposed to fuel. 2-year warranty on these bikes, 5-year warranty on the battery, and this particular model just comes in the grey. Okay guys, let's do the test ride, shall we? Okay, Zero DS electric motorcycle test ride. So this particular one is kind of like the sort of semi-off-road version with sort of semi-knobbly tyres, and it's quite tall. You probably see in the cutscene I'm not flat-footed on it. Sort of just got my tippy toes down, but it's a small bike, it's nice and light, so it's not really an issue, but you do sit nice and tall on it. So all the switch gears, pretty simple on these really. Got a flasher, high and low beam, hazards, turn indicators, all very nice tactile stuff. Horn, engine kill switch and your mode button. Got a nice span adjustable front brake lever, obviously no clutch, no gears, direct drive on these. Turn the key, gives you all your info on the LCD screen there. Currently in sport mode. 97% battery, trip meters, all that sort of good stuff. So literally There's no engine noise at all. It's really bizarre. You just twist the throttle and you start moving, and it's really, really strange. It's like witchcraft. You're going along with no engine noise. It's a really bizarre feeling. But here's the impressive thing: when you twist the throttle, wait for it. Whoa! Woo-hoo! Wow! That's what makes these bikes brilliant. That roll-on acceleration, that torque is absolutely fantastic. We'll have another go at playing in a bit. Let's just talk about what this bike's like to ride. So with all these models I've ridden, the mirrors are about average. I can see half of my elbows and half of the road behind me. Not too bad. Nice little LCD dash there. I can see my speed, the time, the battery, trip meters, all that sort of stuff. It's got a convenient little power display there as well, and you've got your regeneration as well, where obviously when you shut the throttle you're kind of recharging the battery, regeneration. So this is the kind of off-road version a bit, and it's very high, a bit like an adventure style bike. Nice wide bars. But the thing that just hits you so quickly about these electric bikes is it's near silent. All you can hear is the whine of the drive. When you wind it open, wow, it absolutely flies. So impressive. No vibrations anywhere through the whole bike. It's like a knife into butter smoothness. So we're just in a 30 zone now. Obviously you've got no issues with any fueling irregularities because it hasn't got fuel, it's just electric powered, so you just expect lovely smooth power. These bikes would be fantastic if you had to do a lot of commuting, you know, through busy towns, because they're just twist and go. There's not even a clutch as far as I know. It just when the motor turns, that's when you go. They'd be fantastic for stop start traffic. They're so easy to ride. There's no gears, no clutch, nothing to worry about. The suspension on this, funny enough, it feels very firm for sort of an off-road sort of styled bike. It's quite firm feeling, so but all good. So here we are, 30 mile an hour, wind it open, up a hill now. Wow! You just never really get bored of that. It never gets tiring opening that up. So riding position is nice and upright. My knees are into the tank, got some nice cutouts here. Leg position, pretty much straight down, nice and relaxed there, no issues. Right, just a little brake test. So just a single disc on the front. Yeah, that's more than adequate, nice and strong. So this is coming in at around about 185 kilos. But they're all very, very nice to throw about. These wide bars do a good job. Just sounds like something out of science fiction when you wind it open. So I mean, I know electric bikes are a bit of a controversial subject. Most people like their petrol powered bikes. I do as well, but I'm actually really excited, because if bikes are this good now, you know, in 10 years time or more, when they become more mainstream, imagine how good they're going to be then. And they're really, really good now. A little bit on the pricey side, but you know, generally they're very, very enjoyable to ride. I think if you want a stress-free ride, you know, and also the servicing costs are going to be minimal. You just got the drive belt at the rear. That needs changing every 20,000 miles or so. There's no oil to change, no valves to check. So it's just simple motorcycling really. 2-year warranty on these. Right, let's just try it in eco mode. So this just limits the power a bit. It's not so brutal in the mid-range acceleration. So it's the 40, there's your 50. I mean, it's still quick. I mean, eco would be absolutely fine if you were just going through town or just cruising along. You know, I mean, if you've got it in sport mode doing 60 with a constant throttle, it's not going to really use any more power than if you're at sort of 60 in eco. It's the acceleration that really uses the juice from the battery. But we're cruising along here now, 50 mile an hour, really nice, relaxed. If I open it up, it's still got some go in it. So in this sort of eco mode, it would be more than adequate if you were commuting to work. Back brake on this is very good. Seat feels quite firm on this bike, but as I said, I quite often find that firm seats don't really give you a numb bum. To me, it's the really soft seats that do cause the issues. But what's nice is, if you're just going through a quiet little town like this, and everything's really quiet, you know, no one can hear you, you know, it's just silent. It's like, shh. It's just absolutely bizarre. It's like witchcraft. So let's try this now. 30 mile an hour in eco, up a hill, full throttle now, absolutely to the stop. That's still very impressive. Yeah, I'm liking these electric bikes. This one is particularly good fun to ride. So just to summarise the Zero DS, nice and light, nice upright position, brilliant little engine, or electric motor as you would call it. Stacks of go for a sort of city commuter bike. Really good. Good strong brakes. Right, we're just gonna go back to home base, which is up here. So yeah, if you stand up adventure style, it all feels pretty good. There's a few lumps and bumps down here. Whoop, over we go. I hope you enjoyed that short but sweet test ride on the Zero DS. Right, we'll just find somewhere to have a little walk around. This will do. So I'd normally say, let's see what it's like into neutral. But obviously you stop and it's silent. It's really mad. Decent side stand. Let's give you a little final walk around it. So what are your thoughts on these electric bikes, guys? Way of the future? Something you'd never ever buy? I'd really advise you to try and get a test ride on one if you can. They're really good fun. So standard halogen bulbs in these, standard indicators, no LEDs on this. Very good front suspension on this, semi off-road tyres. Around about 100 mile range, probably more if you're easy on the throttle. Nice clean efficient belt drive. Made in America. There you go. Right, well, post your comments down below, please. Give me a thumbs up. Like, share and subscribe as always. And catch you all again in a week or so for another review, guys. Take care. All the best. Bye bye for now.